Trinity Baptist College for exciting basketball this afternoon. Today's matchup features the Eagles for the starting lineup for Toccoa. Number 14, Delana. Number 20, Jordan Reed. Number 22, Whitney Harris. And number 23, Grace Kroll. Now for the starting lineups for your very own Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Number 5, E. Smith. Number 20, M. Jones. Number 21, T. Brown. Number 23, F. Jones. And number 40, G. Ingram.
And thank you, Ethan Horton, for bringing us our starting lineups, opening prayer, and our national anthem. And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles. We are getting ready for exciting NCCAA Division II South Region basketball. The women and the men from Toccoa Falls College are here in Jacksonville to take on Trinity Baptist College. The Screaming Eagles of Toccoa Falls College coming down from Toccoa, Georgia, led by Coach Kevin Hall in his second season at the helm. He coaches both the women and the men. Tell you more as we get an opportunity. This ball game is underway, and Trinity Baptist wins the opening tip-off. That's Tamara Brown with the first shot. It spins around the rim and comes out. It's rebounded by Jordan Poole. A long pass up front, stolen away by Brown. And Trinity has a chance once again to get on the board first. Teams very evenly matched. We're looking for a very good, close, exciting basketball game here this afternoon. The gentlemen are scheduled to tip off at 4 p.m. Ebony Smith has the ball knocked away, and it's grabbed by Jordan Poole. And now Toccoa has a chance to score first. Both teams very close in season averages. Tell you the numbers as we get a break in the action in just a moment. Shot clock already down at 13. Poole pulls up and fires a three a little bit too strong. Trinity is averaging 49.7 points per game. Toccoa Falls 47.4. Both teams 1-3 in South Region competition. And that's Michelle Jones of Trinity Baptist with the first basket of the game. Trinity wearing the home whites with the blue and gold trim and the gold numbers. Toccoa in the dark jerseys with the gold trim. Trinity going from left to right here in the first half. We are just underway, 8:34 left to go in quarter number one. That's Michelle Jones at the top of the arc. She finds Ebony Smith, who also brings it up top. Gets a screen from Ingram. Underhand layup, however, does not go, and Jordan Poole pulls down the rebound. Poole averages 8.33 points per game. She's one of the leading scorers for Coach Kevin Hall. Three-point shot is up and good from Jessica Jackson. And Toccoa has a 3-2 lead. Again, ball game just underway right now, 2 minutes in. Jessica Jackson averaging 8 points per game for the Screaming Eagles of Toccoa Falls College. These numbers courtesy of Coach Kevin Hall, getting them off the NCCAA official website, thencca.org. And that was Moesha Jones with the steal. 2 chances. She gets it through the cylinder, and she's on the board. The NCCAA.org for all the athletic information for the National Christian College Athletic Association. That's a jump ball underneath the basket. Trinity won the opening tip, so Toccoa has the possession arrow. 7:25 left in the first quarter. Trinity leading 4-3. Both teams named the Eagles. Toccoa actually the Screaming Eagles, so we're going to go with the school names as much as possible. Poole fires up the three off the front of the rim, but she gets her own rebound. I'm Ray Bureau. My son Dean, he is a cameraman here for Trinity Baptist College, and we also team up to bring you Trinity Christian Academy Athletics, and that's Jessica Jackson already with her second three-pointer of the ball game. Jessica Jackson on the season, 24% from beyond the arc, so she hits approximately 1 out of every 4. She's already 2 for 2 here this afternoon. Brown picks up the loose ball off the floor. Ebony Smith at the free throw line finds Jones in the quarter. She sizes up the basket, but then hits Smith, who goes inside and draws the foul. That looked like Jordan Poole, but we'll see what the man in the striped shirt has to say. It is Jordan Poole. That's the first foul of the ball game for any player on the court. Ebony Smith at the line. 2 free throws coming her way. She averages 7.8 points per game, and free throw number 1 is up and in. Substitution now for Trinity Baptist. Tamara Brown heads off in favor of Melanie Newton, one of the 3-point weapons for head coach Judy Allen, who is in her 4th season leading the women's basketball team. Free throw number 2. This one rims out. But Smith hit 1. It's a 6-5 Toccoa Falls lead. 6:30 left to go in the first period. Poole for 3. It is off the front of the rim. Nice rebound by Delana Smith, but she is rejected by Michelle Jones. Here comes Selena Perez onto the court in place of Ebony Smith. One thing Coach Allen has this year that she has not had in recent years is depth off the bench. The only knock is her leading scorer, Destiny Green, is now out for the season with a knee injury. Destiny Green averaged 10 points per game. Eagles are missing her as the season comes down to its final couple of weeks. That's a traveling violation and a turnover, giving the ball right back to Trinity Baptist College. Trinity trailing by 1. Gina Ingram at the line, spin move, and has the ball stripped away as she tries to go underneath, but she's able to get possession right back and find Michelle Jones, who backs it up. Shot clock is at 13. Pass is stolen by Crowell. All alone to the hole, and the pull-up is good. First basket for Grace Crowell. She averages 5.4 points per game. Crowell, a junior guard from Walhalla, South Carolina. Played her high school ball at Walhalla High School. That one knocked away, but Eagles keep possession. Melanie Newton runs the baseline and up and down. That's a traveling violation and a turnover. Toccoa leading 8-5 with 5:26 left to go in the first quarter. Screaming Eagles bring the ball up to the midcourt. Going inside is Jackson. She has to back it up to Poole over near the Trinity Baptist bench. Another three-point shot from Jackson. This one off the rim and rebounded off the floor by Selena Perez. Michelle Jones will bring it up court, set up an opportunity for Trinity to pull to within one or possibly tie it up with a three-point play. Perez keeps it in bounds, but her tap is taken away by Crowell. One-on-one, she finds Poole. Short jumper off the glass is good. First basket for Poole, and it's a 10-5 Toccoa Falls lead. Jordan Poole, leading scorer on the active roster, 8.33 points per game. Newton over at the sideline, guarded well by Whitney Harris. Trinity works it to Selena Perez, inside to Gina Ingram, bounce pass to Jones, turnaround jumper no good, and a loose ball is grabbed by Toccoa's Jackson, and Jordan Poole will take the pass. Long pass up court to Whitney Harris, and this one goes out of bounds, but tipped out off a Trinity Baptist player. Nope, my mistake. And now, yes, the ref did say that it was tipped, and it is Toccoa's ball. Now the question is, how much on the shot clock, as it was reset to 30 seconds. Coach Allen's asking about that shot clock, but they're going to play on. Ball tipped away into the hands of Smith. A long pass and the shot put up. That was Whitney Harris with the attempt. This one goes out of bounds. So now Trinity will take over with 3:59 left in the first, trailing 10-5. Michelle Jones across midcourt. Newton to the left side. This is Smith to Brown, and a traveling violation. Another turnover, giving the ball right back to Toccoa Falls. I think I made a mistake earlier. Toccoa is 1-3 in the South region. Hadn't beaten Trinity College of Florida early in the season. Trinity Baptist 1-4. That victory came, I believe that was a season opener against Southeastern Baptist. 3:30 left to go. Long pass to the corner. Toccoa works it back to the top of the arc. Jackson, a long three-point shot off the rim. Gina Ingram, one of her specialties, going up high for the rebound. Well, Ingram stands at 5'11". She will pull down some boards. This one stolen away. This is Harris to the hole. Misses everything. Michelle Jones pulls it in. Tries to find Newton to the left side of the lane, and another traveling violation turns it back over to Trinity, or rather Toccoa Falls. Missed opportunity for Trinity to cut down the deficit. Toccoa leading by 5, under 3 minutes left in the first. Madison O'Day at the scorer's table, ready to check in for Trinity at the next buzzer. Long three-point shot from Poole off the rim. Another rebound for Gina Ingram. Our official scorekeeper is Nathan Williams. I'll check all the totals over with him at halftime. Make sure I have everything correct. Michelle Jones, three-pointer, does not go. Newton pulls down the rebound. Her pass goes through the hands of Ingram. It's grabbed by Crowell. One-on-one. Now she finds Poole to the right side. That layup did not go. Missed opportunity for Toccoa to extend this lead. Three-point shot from Newton is in and out. Started to go down, hit the back of the rim, and came out. 2:10 left, a very fast-paced first quarter. Only one foul so far, and only a few stops in the action. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Toccoa works it around to Poole on the right side. They're playing catch outside the three-point line. 8 seconds to shoot. Shot clock now at 5. Poole steps up to the free throw line, passes it outside, and the shot from Crowell off the rim and rebounded by Brown. Ebony Smith, 1-on-3, and a foul. Blocking called on Whitney Harris. That is her first. It is team foul number 2 of the first quarter. And looks like we are going to have a timeout called by Coach Kevin Hall and his assistants with 1:39 left in the first. This is a 30-second timeout. Toccoa Falls 10, Trinity Baptist 5. Eagles baseball played its season opener last night against the USCAA's Florida National University. FNU won that ball game 6-3, but it's great to see Trinity Baptist College Eagles baseball underway. Season opener last night. The teams are playing a doubleheader as we speak. No updates at this time, but we wish Coach John Copeland and the TBC Eagles very well. They are going to play a brutal schedule this season. Check out the season preview on the baseball page of tbceagles.com. Coach Copeland and I put that one together and posted it a couple of days ago. TBC Eagles baseball. The TBC Eagles women's basketball now will inbound with $1:39 left in the first, trailing by 5. Perez for 3. This one is a little too short. Moesha Jones chases it down. O'Day, this is a 2-point shot. It is good. She got the bounce off the rim. First basket for O'Day, averaging 8 points per game. Under a minute and a half left to go in quarter number 1. Toccoa works it inside, and it's batted out by Perez. Loose ball grabbed by Jordan Poole. Toccoa with another opportunity. It's off the leg of Michelle Jones. Official says it hit her foot. That's going to keep it in Toccoa's possession with 11 seconds on the shot clock. 1:10 left on the game clock. It is a 3-point game. And now the official is going to head over to the scorer's table, and it looks like a foul has been called on Michelle Jones. Or, nope, I saw 2-3 held up. I think that was the play call for Toccoa. Shot clock was reset to 15. 3-point shot for Jackson. This one off the rim and grabbed by Melanie Newton. O'Day takes the pass, goes inside, layup, no good. Jones and Poole race for the ball. Jordan Poole wins that battle. She gets by her defender, Perez. 1-on-2, kicks it outside to Jackson. And a traveling violation as Jackson ran the baseline. We are under a minute left to go here in the first quarter. 10-3, or 10-7 rather, a 3-point lead is what I was trying to say. Toccoa Falls leads Trinity Baptist. Madison O'Day brings it up court for Trinity. Remember, the men's game follows at 4 p.m. This pass is knocked away. Kaylee Martin collides with O'Day, and that is going to be the first foul on Madison O'Day and the first foul for Trinity Baptist. Toccoa will inbound right at midcourt with 40.2 seconds on the clock and a 3-point lead. Worked outside to Poole. Guarded heavily by Jones. 5-second count was on, and Michelle Jones takes the ball away with the steal. Bounce pass to Moesha Jones, who lays it in. That's her second score, and Trinity is now within 1. Shot clock is off. 18 seconds left in the quarter. Poole at the right side finds Jackson up top. Thought about the 3, pulled it down. Bounce pass outside to Martin. She goes in, misses the layup. 6 seconds left, second chance, no good. Clock down at 2, and Michelle Jones is going to let the clock run out. Wise decision that far back, and it'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Toccoa Falls 10, Trinity Baptist 9. We'll take a timeout ourselves and be back in 1 minute on TBC Eagles. 10-9, Toccoa Falls leads as we get ready to start the second quarter here between these two South Region opponents. This is a South Region matchup. Take this opportunity to let you know some of the other South Region women's teams, how they are doing. Bob Jones, 3-2. Johnson University of Florida, 2-1. Pensacola undefeated within the region, 4 wins, no losses, 16-6 overall on the season. Southeastern Baptist at 1-2. And Trinity College of Florida, 4-2. 1 point lead for Toccoa. That is a kicked ball. It's going to stay with Trinity Baptist. 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Michelle Jones will inbound. Jones thought about the long three. Instead finds O'Day. Dishes it off to Perez. That's a 3-point shot. It hit off the left side of the rim from her vantage point. Kaylee Martin pulled down the rebound. That's Martin with the pass to Harris. Worked outside to Jackson from the corner. And the third three-pointer of the afternoon for Jessica Jackson. She has 9 of the 13 points that Toccoa Falls has put up. She has now hit 31 out of 120 three-point attempts, according to the stats page on nccaa.org. The nccaa.org. That's a 3 from Michelle Jones off the rim. Martin brings it up court for Toccoa Falls. Poole guarded by Newton, works it outside. 4-point Toccoa lead, second quarter, 1 minute in. Martin takes the pass, body contact, nothing called, and the rebound for Michelle Jones. Trinity works it up court very quickly. Jones, 3-point shot off the rim, rebounded by Harris. Whitney Harris averages 7.84 points per game. Poole thought about the three, kept that left foot still. Gets around Moesha Jones, bounce pass inside and a turnaround jumper and the basket. There's a number 35. I do apologize. I do not have a name for this young lady who just made that shot. Hopefully I'll be able to find out that information before long. Hello to Miss Kathy Julian, watching Trinity Baptist on our YouTube feed. Moesha Jones with her third basket of the game, first of this second quarter. Started to tell you about Jessica Jackson, who's hitting threes. Freshman from Tampa, Bradenton Christian School. Jordan Poole inside, worked out. 3-point shot off the rim from Whitney Harris. Trinity with another rebound and a chance to cut the deficit in half. O'Day to the hole, underhand layup, no good. Kaylee Martin with the rebound. Ladies running up and down the court very quickly on both sides. There's a 3-point shot from Jackson, no good. And Trinity getting the rebounds off those long shot attempts. And now a 30-second timeout for head coach Judy Allen. She's in her 4th year. She is assisted by Alicia Lewis and Mr. Jared Lewis. The athletic director of Trinity Baptist College is Mr. John D. Jones, who is also the men's basketball head coach. Our trainer on site today, Miss Lycian Cintron. 7:20 left in the first half. 15-11, Toccoa Falls leads. Trinity will have possession following the timeout with 26 seconds on the shot clock. Let us know you're watching. If I see your name pop up on the tap chat, I really enjoy saying hello and seeing who's checking us out. At the baseball game last night, we had fans from all over Florida watching that ball game with Florida National University. Coach Kevin Hall, his 2nd season as a head coach of Toccoa, 7th overall as a coach. 3-point shot from Newton. It's good. Melanie Newton with her first basket. She will take that shot and make a pretty good percentage of them. Coach Hall out of Rowan State College. It's a 1-point ball game for Toccoa. Turnaround jumper, and it is good. There are some jersey numbers for Toccoa that are not on the roster that I checked on tfcathletics.com. Long 3 from Newton. Players wearing jersey numbers 35 and 2. I'm sorry, I do not have their names. Anyone watching can let me know who they are. please put a comment in the top chat. Otherwise, I'll find out from Nathan Williams at halftime. Brown takes the pass, goes up to the basket, and draws the foul. And it looked like Jessica Jackson. That'll be her first. Team fouls reset each quarter. That is number 1 on Toccoa here in quarter number 2. Tamara Brown ready to shoot 2. First free throw from Brown. It is up and it is good. Brown from the free throw line this season, 66% coming into today's play. She just hit her first. Gina Ingram checks in for Moesha Jones. And Brown is ready for free throw number 2. This one is up and it is good. Brown hits them both. Trinity 3 for 4 total on the afternoon. Toccoa has not shot a free throw yet. 6.5 left until the halftime intermission. It's 17-16 in favor of Toccoa Falls. Work to Martin on the right side. A bounce pass long across the court. Jackson for 3. It's good. That is the 4th for Jessica Jackson. She has already surpassed her season average of 8 points per game, and another 4-point lead for Toccoa. Newton with the response. Does not go. O'Day will draw the foul and go to the line. Foul called on number 35. That is her first. And team foul number 2. Miss Kenny Allen cheering on Trinity Baptist, as Mr. Jay Lee is doing, and Madison O'Day hits her first, and the Eagles already have hit 4 out of 5 from the line. Delana Smith back onto the court for Toccoa. Madison O'Day hit her first, ready for number 2. It is good. Hit off the front of the rim, rolled around and dropped in. 20-18, Toccoa leads. Jackson takes the long pass, 2 defenders, off the back of the rim and good. And Jessica Jackson, that's her first 2-point shot. She already has 14 of the 22 that Toccoa has put on the board. Ebony Smith steps inside the lane to lay up, no good. Rebounded by Whitney Harris off the floor. She gets across midcourt. 3-point shot up and off the rim and rebounded by Newton. Ebony Smith takes the pass to the left side. Contact and looks like an offensive foul will be called on Ebony Smith. That'll be her first and the first of the quarter for Trinity Baptist. So now Toccoa has a 4-point lead, has a chance to extend it to what would be their biggest so far. It has been 5. Toccoa led 10-5 in the first quarter. Pass taken by Smith, guarded by Brown. Good zone defense by Trinity. And Smith knocks it down, chases it down, picks it up, takes it to the hole. The basket is good and a foul. Now there were 2 Toccoa players who made contact. We'll see which one gets called for the foul. The basket is good. Jordan Poole with her second and team foul number 3. Ebony Smith with her first field goal. She is 1 for 2 from the line today. Chance at a 3-point play. It is up and it is good. So Smith makes it a 3-point play and a 1-point ball game. Smith 43 for 96 coming into today's play. She's now 2 for 3. Under 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Jackson takes the pass, runs the baseline, and draws the foul. That is Gina Ingram with her first. Ingram, a freshman from Archer, Florida, also plays volleyball, also plays softball. 2 free throws now for Jessica Jackson, who's already scored 14 points. First one rolls around the rim and drops in. Jackson very good from the line so far, 76% coming into today's play, and she just hit her first of this sequence. Number 2 is up, and it's a swish, and that gives Jackson 16 points with still 4:40 left until halftime. She has hit 4 threes, a deuce, and 2 free throws. Her first 4 scores were all from beyond the three-point line. 3-point lead for Toccoa, 24-21, 4.5 left in the quarter. And a whistle. And we'll see if it's against Trinity or Toccoa. It is against Toccoa on the floor. Ebony Smith saying she was in the process of shooting. Will not get the call, but Trinity does get the ball. That is the first foul on the young lady wearing number 2. Newton lost the ball, got it right back, runs the baseline, contact, no call, and the rebound. Jordan Poole pulls it down. Toccoa can extend a current 3-point lead. Newton on the defensive Poole. 3-point shot is off the rim from Whitney Harris. Loose ball on the floor, grabbed by Newton. Trinity gets it across the line in plenty of time. Ingram lost control of the ball. It is picked up by Jackson. 1-on-1 to the hole. Contact and an offensive foul called on Jackson. If I have it right, that is number 2 on Jessica Jackson. Team foul number 5. No free throws awarded on offensive fouls. Otherwise, Trinity is already in the bonus. Gina Ingram out in favor of Tamara Brown. 24-21, Toccoa leads with 3:50 left in the second quarter. Ebony Smith finds O'Day, and that one misses everything and goes out of bounds. So Toccoa, another opportunity to extend this current 3-point lead. Outside pass, long to Poole across the court. 3-point shot, bounces twice, does not go. Brown pulls down the board. Long pass to Ebony Smith. She finds Jones and traveling call before the contact. So the ball will go back over to Toccoa Falls. Hello, Kenny Allen watching the YouTube live feed. Glad you're able to join us here for South Region Women's Basketball. Hopefully all of you are able to stick around and check out the men's game that follows between Toccoa and Trinity Baptist. Grace Crowell over on the side, backs up, finds a teammate wide open. Toccoa works the ball inside to Jackson. That one a little too strong. Second chance is good, and the foul, and Jackson will have another free throw. We'll see which Trinity player is called. It looks like Madison O'Day. That is her second. Team foul number 3. Jackson stayed with her shot, got the rebound, drew the foul, put the ball in the basket, has a chance to make it a 3-point play, which does not happen, but Jackson already now with 18 points. O'Day very quickly up the court, and a blocking foul called as O'Day goes inside for the layup. Looks like Whitney Harris, that'll be her second. Trinity is in the bonus, so either way, it is 2 free throws for O'Day, who hit 2 for 2 a couple of minutes ago. First one from O'Day is good. She's hit all 3 of her attempts so far. 60% shooting from the line coming into today's play, 51 for 85. Make that now 54 for 88, pending this second free throw in this sequence. It is up and it is in and out. Rebound by Toccoa. It's a 4-point Toccoa Falls lead, and a double dribble will give the ball back to Trinity Baptist. Chance to cut this 4-point deficit in half. Melanie Newton in for Madison O'Day with 2:44 left to go. Trinity could pull to within 2, possibly 1. Smith takes the handoff, gets it inside to Newton, inside the paint, and a whistle. And a 3-second violation called on Newton. That'll give it back to Toccoa Falls. There you see some of the members of the men's basketball team for Trinity Baptist heading up toward the locker room to get ready as the gentlemen take the court at 4 p.m. 2:20 left until the halftime intermission. Anna Montgomery wearing number 11 now on the court for Toccoa as they work the ball to the left corner. Poole bounce pass to Jackson. Guarded well by Smith. Stays outside. That's Montgomery for three. Off the rim, right into the hands of Jackson. She's been all over the court. No matter where I look, it seems that Jessica Jackson is right next to or in possession of the basketball. That one goes out of bounds, though, over to Trinity Baptist with under 2 minutes until halftime. 26 for Toccoa, 22 for Trinity. Jones works it up court slowly, pulls up outside the three-point line. Pass into Newton. Gets around Montgomery, and the layup is good for Newton. She now has 5, and it's a 2-point Trinity deficit. Toccoa leading 26-24, a minute and a half left. Worked outside to Jackson, another three-point shot. This one looked good coming out of her hands, but it hits off the rim. Michelle Jones has had a bunch of rebounds. We're going to find out how many, but there's a traveling violation called on Ebony Smith. Selena Perez will come in for Trinity Baptist, and it looks like Smith will head off, probably for the remainder of the half. 1:15 and now counting for Toccoa with a 2-point lead until halftime. Jackson finds Jordan Poole. Back to Jackson, another three-point shot. That was directly in my line of sight. It looked good, but it hit off the rim, and Trinity Baptist will have possession. Michelle Jones brings it up court. We're under a minute until halftime. Leanna Julian at the scorer's table, ready to check in. And the pull-up jumper from Michelle Jones is good. That's her second score, and it ties the game at 26. Toccoa works it to the corner. Pressure defense from Moesha Jones, and she comes away with the tap out with the steal, and Perez brings it up court. Jones lost the ball off her knees. Toccoa picks it up, works it up court, and the layup is good. And great job by Michelle Jones not to pick up that unnecessary foul. Very high scoring second quarter. Toccoa now leads by 2. This one from Brown rolls around the rim and comes out. Jordan Poole last touched it. She went down, but looks like she's going to be all right. Good sign as Poole gets right back up. Tells everybody she is fine. It looked like an ankle might have twisted as she went down to the floor, but everything's good for Jordan Poole and Toccoa Falls. 5 seconds left. Jones for 3, and this one goes out of bounds. 1 second left. It hit off Jordan Poole, so there'll have to be a very quick inbound and a shot for Trinity Baptist if they want a chance to at least tie the game. Perez will take the shot. Oh, it looked good, but it hit off the rim. And that brings us to the halftime intermission. A very good second quarter from both teams. 18 for Toccoa Falls and 15 for Trinity Baptist. We go to halftime. 15 minutes. We'll be back in 12 to recap the first half. It is 28-26 in favor of Toccoa. Back in a bit. Stay with us. Ray Bureau back at Trinity Gymnasium, where you see the score of this women's South Region matchup between Trinity and Toccoa Falls College. The visiting team leads at 28-26. Toccoa with the 2-point lead. 18 of those 28 points have come from Jessica Jackson on the strength of 4 3-pointers, 1 deuce, and 2 free throws. Ariel Jackson, she's the young lady wearing number 2. She has 4 points. Letitia Suggs is wearing number 35. I was able to catch Coach Kevin Hall before he went into the locker room and get that information. Suggs has 2 points, as does Jordan Reed, not Jordan Poole, with 2 points. Roster saying Jordan Poole, but I'm informed that her name is Jordan Reed, and Grace Crowell has 2 points as well. 2 fouls each from Jessica Jackson and Jordan Reed, 1 each from Ariel Jackson, Whitney Harris, and Letitia Suggs. Trinity Baptist has spread their scoring around very well. Moesha Jones with 6, Madison O'Day and Melanie Newton each with 5. Ebony Smith has scored 4, Moesha Jones 6, Michelle Jones 4, and Tamara Brown has 2. From the free throw line, Trinity Baptist did a really nice job in the first half. They converted 7 out of 9 of their free throws. Limited opportunity for Toccoa. Jessica Jackson has taken all 3 attempts, and she has hit 2 of those as part of her 18 points. While we have this opportunity, we'll let you know the upcoming games for both the Eagles of TBC and the Screaming Eagles of TFC. Toccoa, after today, they're done for the month of January. They will host Johnson University, Trinity Baptist College. That's on February 1st and February 2nd, respectively. Then Johnson University of Florida, a South Region game on February 3rd. So they're going to play 3 ball games in 4 days. That first one is Johnson University, the Royals from Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee. Johnson University of Florida will be at Toccoa on the 4th. Trinity Baptist in between on February 2nd. And then Toccoa has a few away games outside the region at Covenant College on February 7th, at Johnson & Wales University on February 9th, and at Warren Wilson College on February 11th. They will finish the regular season with a South Region game at home against Pensacola Christian on February 15th. Trinity Baptist women's basketball is playing all South Region games the rest of the way. After today, the Eagles are at Bob Jones University on February 1st, at Toccoa Falls on February 2nd, at Pensacola on February 8th, and I believe the women and the men are all traveling together and all playing on those days. The next home game will be here against Southeastern Baptist College on February 9th. Then 2 home games will finish out the regular season for the TBC Lady Eagles. February 12th against Trinity College of Florida, and Valentine's Day, a beginning of a doubleheader, women and men, against Johnson University of Florida. The NCCAA Division II South Region Tournament at Pensacola Christian begins on February 21st, and the Nationals will be held at Bob Jones on March 7th, the first day of the National Tournament. So you're up to date. Toccoa Falls inbounds as we start the 3rd quarter, leading 28-26. First shot attempt of the quarter, and Michelle Jones pulls down the rebound. I understand we had a little audio difficulty. Hopefully a lot of what just gave out went through as Michelle Jones ties the game. That was a 2-point shot. Toccoa in response. Delana Smith with the shot does not go. So we are tied at 28. Again, took a moment to make sure everything is in order with the audio. Lady down in front said we had a little bit of difficulty. Dean was able to take care of that pretty quickly, and hopefully you got everything read off. But just in case, I'll do it again when I get an opportunity. Meanwhile, Michelle Jones has put Trinity in the lead, 30-28. Long pass to Jackson, 4-3. It is good. That is her 5th of the game, and she now has 21 of the 31 points for Toccoa Falls College. So big response for Toccoa to put them back in front by 1. Ebony Smith, contact, no call. Brown rebounds, again, contact and no call. This one going out of bounds, and it will be Toccoa's ball. A lot of contact underneath. Officials letting the ladies play on. Toccoa 31, Trinity Baptist 30. Third quarter, about a minute and a half in. Another three-point shot from Jackson. This one a little too short. Hits off the body of Gina Ingram. It stays with Toccoa. So Toccoa will inbound. Whitney Harris ready to inbound, but a timeout called instead by Coach Kevin Hall. 8:27 left in the third quarter. And now let's see the officials. One pointed toward Trinity, one pointed toward Toccoa to see which one called the timeout. 8:27 left to go in the third quarter. Well, in case you missed it, we had the audio difficulty. I was saying that Jessica Jackson now has 21 points. She had 18 at halftime and just hit a three-pointer from the corner about a minute ago or so. And the leading scorer on the court for Trinity Baptist, Moesha Jones, at the half with 6, but Michelle Jones has just scored 4 in the third quarter to give her a total of 8. Toccoa will inbound, a fresh 30 seconds. The ball hit the rim before going out of bounds off a Trinity player. And Toccoa works it inside the paint. Michelle Jones with the block and the steal. Gives it up to Smith. She's going 1-on-3. Contact, layup is good. No call, but the basket for Ebony Smith. She now has 6 points, and the Eagles of Trinity lead by 1. Jackson finds Smith. Worked outside to Jackson. Another three-point shot, and another made basket from beyond the arc for Jessica Jackson. 24 points for Jessica Jackson, and now a 2-point lead for Toccoa Falls. Michelle Jones finds Brown. Ball goes through her hands, but she's able to pick it back up. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Jordan Reed. A long pass up the court. Crowell could not corral it, but a nice job by Grace Crowell. Knocked it off Gina Ingram, and Toccoa will keep possession right underneath their own goal. Melanie Newton in, Brown out. And Toccoa will inbound with 24 on the shot clock. Inbound pass to Crowell behind the arc. Whitney Harris finds Jackson. Inside and knocked down. Jones keeps it in bounds, and Newton will bring it up court. Long pass to Smith, and a block shot. A lot of contact, no call. Ball out of bounds. It will stay with Trinity. Officials letting these ladies play, both teams getting contact underneath the goal. So far, no calls in this third quarter. Smith inbounds to Moesha Jones, and there's a foul. This will be Jessica Jackson with her third. Moesha Jones at the line for the first time this afternoon. Two free throws coming her way, 42% on the season. This one bounces off the back and then the front and then comes out. Free throw number 2 for Moesha Jones. It is up and it is good. Jones goes 1 for 2, pulls the Trinity Eagles to within a point. It's 34-33. Jackson up the court, guarded by Jones, and it looks like Jones will be called for the foul. That is number 1 on Moesha Jones. Number 1 of the quarter for Trinity, and only the 5th overall for Trinity Baptist in this ball game. Jones again guarding Jackson. She finds Reed, and it's worked around to the left corner. Good defense by Trinity, working the zone well. Now the three-point shot from Harris. It's good. Whitney Harris with her first basket. It's a big one, and it gives Toccoa a 4-point lead. 37-33, 6:39 left in the third. Newton, long three-pointer off the front of the rim, bounces into the hands of Michelle Jones. Fresh 30 seconds to work with. Jones finds Ingram underneath. The pass a little high. Ingram keeps it in bounds. Moesha Jones tracks it down in the corner. Newton thought about the three instead, works it to the top of the lane. This is Michelle Jones for three off the rim and rebounded by Reed. And she will break away from two defenders and get around a third. And she finds Jackson wide open in the corner. This one, though, off the rim. And there is a Screaming Eagle down in the back court over right on the baseline. Newton collides, no call, and a whistle. That is Jordan Reed. We saw her go down just before the first half came to an end. This one looks a little bit more troublesome for Jordan Reed. 5:54 left in the third quarter. Toccoa leads by 4. Jordan Reed getting some attention from Coach Kevin Hall, and now the trainer, Lisanne Cintron, out onto the court. We'll pause here and resume when the ladies take the court once again. Jordan Reed getting help, but she's walking herself, just getting a little bit of assistance. That's a very good sign. Hopefully she's all right, and we'll see her back on the court before too long. Let's pause right here on TBC Eagles with Toccoa leading 37-33. Toccoa inbounds with a 4-point lead, under 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Next opportunity, we'll review the schedules. Tried to do that, but we had some audio difficulty. TFCathletics.com for Toccoa Falls, TBCEagles.com for Trinity Baptist. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Batted away and intercepted by Newton. 3-point shot. It is good. Melanie Newton with her second, 8 points total, and Trinity Baptist back to within a point, 37-36. Coach Kevin Hall calls a 30-second timeout. 5:19 left to go in the third. A three-pointer from Newton made it a 1-point ball game. Toccoa Falls will inbound with 29 seconds on the shot clock. In case you missed it earlier, again, we had some audio difficulty. Toccoa will host Johnson University on February 1st, Trinity Baptist on February 2nd, Johnson University of Florida on the 4th. That Johnson University on the 1st is the Tennessee College. 3 straight away games on the 7th at Covenant College, the 9th at Johnson & Wales University, the 11th at Warren Wilson, and the regular season finale at home against Pensacola Christian. Next opportunity, we'll review the remaining schedule for the Lady Eagles of Trinity Baptist College. It's a 1-point game for Toccoa Falls. This is Ariel Jackson. She gets around Ingram and lays it in. Her third score, 6 points overall, and a 3-point lead for Toccoa. Work to the left side. Newton for 3. This one is wide to the left. Rebound by Smith. The putback is good, and it's another 1-point lead for Toccoa Falls. 8 points now for Ebony Smith. Delana Smith misses the layup, but the rebound by Jackson. A 3-point shot. Grace Crowell. That's her second score, her first 3, and it's another 4-point lead for Toccoa Falls. Newton now guarded by 2. Eagles work it to the right side. Jones for 3, a little short, and the rebound from Whitney Harris. That ball knocked away, and Ariel Jackson will let it go out of bounds to give her teammates a chance to set up into position. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Letitia Suggs in for Toccoa Falls, Madison O'Day for Trinity Baptist. Inbound pass given right back to Harris. Shot clock at 16. Pass to Jackson right underneath, and we're going to have a foul. Selena Perez, that is her first. It is team foul number 2. Brown will check in for Trinity Baptist, and Gina Ingram will head out. Shot clock reset to 30 seconds. Toccoa inbounds, works the ball back up to the top of the arc. Jackson outside to Crowell, and a traveling violation will turn it over to Trinity. Jessica Jackson looked like she was going to fire up another three-point shot. Instead, she passed it outside. Trinity now will inbound. And a whistle. A substitution. The official is trying to get Moesha Jones onto the court. She is now in for Michelle Jones. O'Day works the ball past the midcourt stripe. Ebony Smith thought about the three. Trinity works it around to Newton, inside to Brown. Couple of dribbles, ball knocked away, and a whistle as a couple of ladies go for the ball. Foul called on Letitia Suggs. That is her second. It is team foul number 2. A fresh 30 seconds for Trinity, trailing by 4 with 3:39 left in the third quarter. Brown finds O'Day wide open, but she goes inside, and it looks like she will draw the foul and go to the line. If that is Suggs, it looked like that is her third. That is the correct call, and Madison O'Day will shoot 2. She is 3 for 4 this afternoon. First of 2 is good. Trinity now 8 for 10 as a team this afternoon. 7 for 9 in the first half. And free throw number 2 is good. So O'Day hits them both, pulls her team to within 2. And a foul. Looks like Ebony Smith will be called. Whitney Harris went down and hit the floor hard, but she says she's all right. The blocking foul called on Ebony Smith. That is her second. It is team foul number 3. Both teams have committed 3 fouls in the third period. Crowell at the top of the lane. Her pass intended for Jackson. And Ariel Jackson had a little trouble controlling the ball. It's out of bounds, and now Trinity has a chance to tie it or possibly take the lead. Moesha Jones, Madison O'Day, Ebony Smith, Melanie Newton, Tamara Brown on the court for Trinity. This is Smith taking the pass. She wanted a foul called on that attempt, did not get it. Whitney Harris, Letitia Suggs, Jessica Jackson, Ariel Jackson, and Grace Crowell on the floor. That is Crowell taking a beautiful pass from Ariel Jackson and getting the layup, giving her 7 points. And Toccoa once again leads by 4. The biggest lead for either team was 5. Toccoa had that at the 10-5 mark early in the first quarter. Brown will draw the foul. Could be either Jackson or Suggs. And it looks like it's going to be Letitia Suggs. And if I have it right, that is her 4th. And Kaylee Martin ready to check in. Meanwhile, Tamara Brown at the line. She was 2 for 2 in the first half. Free throw number 1 is good. Brown hit her first. Now a chance to make it a 2-point deficit. 2:33 left on the clock. Free throw number 2 is good. And Trinity now 11 out of 13 from the line. They have done a terrific job shooting free throws. And it's a 2-point lead for Toccoa Falls. Battle for the ball in the backcourt. Toccoa is able to get it across with 1 second left on the timeline. Violation, but the layup missed by Martin. Trinity now could tie it up. Newton thought about the three, pulled it down. Martin got on her quickly. She goes inside. No, the layup rolls around the rim. About 180 degrees around the rim. Did not go, but Trinity will keep possession as the ball goes out of bounds. Michelle Jones to inbound. A bounce pass to Newton. Body contact. Layup no good. Clean contact and a foul. Moesha Jones called for her second. Team foul number 4. So now both teams for the rest of the quarter with 2 minutes in the bonus. No 1-and-1 in women's basketball. Everything is 2 shots, except, of course, a chance at the three-point play. Toccoa leads by 2. This is Harris. Guarded by Smith, gives it up to Crowell. Crowell finds Jackson inside the paint, and a jump ball. Trinity has the possession arrow. Michelle Jones on the defense, got her hands on it. Trinity had the arrow. It now goes back over to Toccoa. Pass inside, Moesha Jones, a layup is good, and we're tied at 44. 9 points for Moesha Jones. Whitney Harris in the backcourt. 2 seconds left. And a backcourt violation, or a 10-second violation rather. Unable to get the ball across the line. Now the shot clock reads 21 as we speak. So the officials are going to talk it over. And it looks like Coach Kevin Hall has called the timeout. So we'll see what the officials say. Was that timeout called before the whistle is the question. Timeout situation, if I have it correct, each team has all 3 timeouts of the full variety remaining. Now the shot clock still reads 21 seconds. We'll see who has possession. Again, the question is, did Coach Hall call the timeout before the whistle or after? No indication as of yet. We have 1:26 left to go in the third quarter. We are tied at 44. Moesha Jones hit the layup a moment ago. That tied the game. She has 9. Ebony Smith has 8. Michelle Jones and Melanie Newton also have 8. Tamara Brown has 4. It is Toccoa's ball. The timeout was called with 1 second to spare. Martin takes the pass. Layup, no good. Ariel Jackson rebounds. Three-pointer off the rim and rebounded by Madison O'Day. So Trinity able now to take the lead. Here's Ebony Smith inside. Basket does not go, but she will have 2 free throws. And a foul called on Grace Crowell. That is her first. Ebony Smith is 2 for 3. 8 total points and a chance now to put Trinity in the lead. First one, a high arc. It's good, and now Trinity ahead by 1. Brown will check out. Madison O'Day comes up to the line. Melanie Newton back onto the court. 1:11 left. Free throw number 2 is in and out. 1 for 2. 12 out of 15 now are the Trinity Baptist Eagles. 3-point shot, a little bit too strong. Rebound Martin, rejected by Jones, and Jones keeps the ball inbounds. O'Day on the move. Bounce pass to Smith, short jumper off the rim, and the rebound for Jessica Jackson. Under a minute to go. Don't want to let Jackson have that 3-point opportunity. She's hit 5 already. This one out of bounds. Make that 6 3-pointers for Jessica Jackson. Trinity has 41.3 seconds. Fresh shot clock. And a 1-point lead. Newton for 3. It is good! Third of the afternoon for Melanie Newton, and now Trinity with its biggest lead of the day, 4 points, 48-44. Crowell, this is a 2-point effort. Off the rim, Jackson rebound, no. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Toccoa. 15.9 seconds. Shot clock is off. Jackson will inbound. Selena Perez in for Ebony Smith, and for Toccoa Falls, Anna Montgomery in for Ariel Jackson. Long pass to the top of the arc. Martin thought about the three. Goes inside, pull up, jumper, ties. Nope, brings the Toccoa Screaming Eagles to within 2. That is Martin's first score. 4 seconds left. Michelle Jones finds Newton. She beats the buzzer, no good. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Trinity Baptist comes from behind to take the lead, 48-46. Let's go ahead and update the remainder of the schedule for Trinity Baptist College. February 1st at Bob Jones University. These are all within the South region. February 2nd at Toccoa Falls. February 8th at Pensacola Christian. A home game on the 9th against Southeastern Baptist. No, correct that. That is at Southeastern Baptist. The final 2 games of the regular season are home games. February 12th against Trinity College of Florida, and Valentine's Day, Johnson University of Florida to round out the regular season. So now you're up to date. Again, TBCEagles.com and TFCathletics.com for Toccoa Falls. We've had a very exciting game. Neither team has led by more than 5 points. Usually the biggest lead has been 4, save for a 10-5 lead that Toccoa had in the first quarter. It is 48-46. Trinity scored 22 in the third. And Toccoa, if I do my math correctly, 46 minus 28, 16 points, no, 18 points in the third quarter. So Trinity outscored Toccoa to take a 2-point lead as we start the final 10-minute period. Toccoa has the arrow. Remember, Trinity got an alternating possession near the end of the third quarter. So Toccoa inbounds with a chance to tie or possibly take the lead. Crowell finds Jackson. She goes inside, short pull-up jumper. And Jessica Jackson with 26 points, and that ties us up at 48. Michelle Jones inside the arc, now backs out to the three-point area. 18 on the shot clock. She gets around her defender, but the layup does not go. Now Toccoa can reclaim the lead. And a double dribble violation called on Grace Crowell. Give it back to Trinity Baptist. Ebony Smith in, Selena Perez out. Brown in for O'Day. 9:28 left to play, barring any overtime period. The way this one's going, an extra 5 would not surprise me or pretty much anyone else. Smith, contact. The basket is good. No foul called, but Ebony Smith now with 11, and Trinity Baptist leads by 2. This is Montgomery, guarded by 2, pulls it back outside to Martin. Jump shot from the free throw line, no good. Grabbed by Michelle Jones. Long pass underneath. Smith had a little trouble with it, but a turnover. Traveling called on Grace Crowell. So Trinity gets a break, gets the ball right back, leading by 2 with a chance to extend. Trinity's biggest lead so far has been 4. That happened just a couple of minutes ago. This pass inside to Brown. Contact, she gets the ball right back, and a foul on the second effort. We'll see which Toccoa player gets the call. It is Grace Crowell with her second, first foul of the fourth quarter. Brown is a perfect 4 for 4 today. Trinity's 12 out of 15. Crowd quiets down for Brown. Free throw is good. Tamara Brown, 5 points, all of those from the free throw line. 3-point Trinity Baptist lead. Crowell has a seat. Brown's free throw is good, and she has hit all 6 of them this afternoon. Delana Smith came in for Crowell. She wears number 14. And contact at midcourt. There were 2 Trinity players. It's going to be Brown with the call. That's her first. And Toccoa will inbound, trailing by 4. It is 52-48, 8:51 left to go. Montgomery takes the inbound pass. Martin pretty close to midcourt, not quite. Finds Jackson in the corner, guarded by Jones. Jackson runs a baseline and hits Harris. She goes inside, and the contact and the foul by Michelle Jones. That is number 1 on Jones. It is a shooting foul. Whitney Harris at the line. She has not attempted a free throw this afternoon. First of 2 is good for Harris. On the season, make that now 11 for 23, counting the free throw she just hit. 4 total points. That's Toccoa's 4th free throw of the ball game. They have made 3 of those. Now make that 4 out of 5 as Whitney Harris hits both, giving her 5 and a 2-point deficit for Toccoa Falls. Ebony Smith goes inside and draws the foul. And it's called on Delana Smith. That is her first. It is team foul number 2, sending Smith to the line. She has hit 3 out of 5, 11 points. Number 1, good. Even dozen now for Ebony Smith. Free throw number 2 for Smith. It is up and it is good. Another great job at the line for Trinity Baptist. 13 overall for Smith and another 4-point lead. Martin all the way, gets around Ingram, and the basket is good. 4 points for Kaylee Martin. Coming up on the 8-minute mark, we are in the 4th quarter. Newton inside, turnaround, layup, no good, loose ball, and grabbed by Toccoa's Whitney Harris. Long pass to Jackson, great pass, great reception, and the layup. That is now 28 points for Jessica Jackson. It's a 2-point Trinity Baptist lead, 7:39 and counting. Jessica Jackson, I'm going to go ahead right now and call her today's player of the game, win or lose. 28 points. More contact without a call. And Toccoa comes up with the rebound off the glass. Going inside is Montgomery, a chance to tie it. Does not happen. Ingram with the rebound. Michelle Jones outside the arc. We are tied at 54. 7 minutes, 3 seconds left. 3-point effort, no good. Gina Ingram with the long rebound, gets it back to Jones. Moesha underneath, no good. Second chance, no. Moesha is able to make control of the ball, but it hits off her leg, goes out of bounds. Missed opportunity for Trinity to take the lead. 6:50 left on the clock. Madison O'Day comes in for Moesha Jones. Toccoa now with a good opportunity to reclaim the lead. 54-54. Both teams above their season average. Trinity came in at 49.7, Toccoa at 47.4. Martin goes inside the arc, backs it up to Anna Montgomery. Harris gets around O'Day, and it looks like O'Day will be called for the block. That is number 3 on Madison O'Day. It is team foul number 3. Trinity has 1 to give. Toccoa has committed 2 fouls in this quarter, 2 fouls to give. Brown in, Newton out. Jackson inbounding for Toccoa. Montgomery to the left side. Martin steps inside the paint, and she will go to the line. That is Gina Ingram with her second. And Kaylee Martin, who has not had a free throw attempt today, will shoot 2. Toccoa is 4 for 5 from the line today. Martin's first attempt. 2 bounces off the rim, 1 off the glass. It goes through. That's what counts. Number 2 for Martin, off the front of the rim. And a foul, looks like Delana Smith. She goes up and over the back of Tamara Brown. That's her second. That is team foul number 3. So Toccoa has 1 to give. The foul that sent Martin to the line is number 4, so the next foul puts Toccoa in the bonus for the rest of the game. That would include overtime if we have it. Brown spins around her defender. She beats Jackson and gives Trinity a 1-point lead. 8 points for Brown. That's her first field goal. She has 6 free throws and a timeout for Coach Kevin Hall. Full timeout with 6 minutes left to play, and Trinity Baptist leading 56-55. We'll pause here and be back in 1 minute on TBC Eagles. So there you see the situation. Trinity Baptist leads by 1, 6 minutes left in regulation. 56-55. Tamara Brown with the basket that put Trinity back in the lead by 1. Toccoa Falls has possession. The Screaming Eagles will inbound in the front court. Chance to reclaim the lead. Toccoa trails by 1. Inbound to Martin. Loses control of the ball, but she gets it back, but called for a carry, and that's going to give the ball back to Trinity. Break for the Eagles. They now inbound, leading by 1. Smith finds Ingram underneath, and a bounce pass to the outside. Newton for 3, in and out, rebounded by Brown. Backed up to Newton. Or rather Michelle Jones with the ball at the top of the arc. She takes a 3. It's off the rim and a nice rebound. That's Anna Montgomery. And now Toccoa, another opportunity to take the lead. Back and forth ball game, especially throughout this second half. Toccoa led most of the way in the first. Trinity came back to take the lead at the end of the third, and it's been seesaw throughout most of the second half, especially this fourth quarter. 8 to shoot. Pass towards Jackson, out of bounds. Jackson thought O'Day might have tipped it, but it will be Trinity's ball. Melanie Newton and Moesha Jones back in. Madison O'Day and Gina Ingram are checking out. Remember, the gentlemen are scheduled to tip off at 4. We will stop this feed when the ball game ends and start up a new one, so watch for the Live Now icon to know when the men's game is about to begin. 5 minutes left in the women's game, barring overtime. Jackson with the steal, now guarded by 2 in the backcourt. Montgomery is able to find Martin at midcourt. This is Ariel Jackson inside, and the layup is good, and now Toccoa leads by 1. That is 8 points for Ariel Jackson. And a foul will be called against Toccoa. Looks like Kaylee Martin, that'll be her first. Now on the floor, so that is going to be an inbound for Trinity. Both teams, once this ball is inbounded, are in the bonus for the rest of the game. And again, that would include overtime should we go there. Madison O'Day in for Moesha Jones. Each team has committed 4 fouls. Fresh 30 seconds on the clock, 4:37 on the game clock. Newton takes the inbound pass, finds Smith, fade away, short jumper, bounces off the rim twice and drops in. Trinity now leads 58-57. Ebony Smith with 15 to lead Trinity Baptist. Bounce pass to Crowell. Toccoa responds very quickly. Her first score of the quarter, 9 points overall, and a 1-point Toccoa lead. Back and forth throughout this fourth quarter, and back and forth again as Madison O'Day lays it in off the glass. Her second field goal. This ball goes out of bounds. It is Trinity's ball. Moesha Jones back in. We'll see who's coming off in favor. It looks like Brown. 60-59, Trinity Baptist leads. This has been one terrific, exciting women's basketball game. 4 minutes left in regulation. Michelle Jones back behind the arc, guarded by Whitney Harris. She retreats back behind the arc. Ebony Smith inside to Moesha Jones, and it looks like a foul. That is Jessica Jackson, and if I have it right, that is number 4 on Jackson. Both teams are in the bonus. Moesha Jones will shoot 2. She is 1 for 2, 9 points overall. Free throw number 1, a little bit too strong. Jackson's going to stay on the court. I don't blame Coach Hall one bit. She has 4 fouls. She's been the hottest hand for both teams, and it looks like a lane violation called against Jones. So Toccoa will take over, trailing by 1. Jackson, 28 points, 6 3-pointers. Martin takes the pass, goes inside, and lays it in to give Toccoa the lead once again. That's the second time in the past couple of minutes that Martin has done just that. O'Day goes inside and draws the foul. Has a chance to tie and then put Trinity back ahead. And that is foul number 5 on Jessica Jackson. Not the way you want a great day from your hottest shooter to end, but Jackson is taking 28 points and my player of the game honors to the bench with her. Madison O'Day at the line. Free throw number 1 ties the score at 61. Timeout for Coach Judy Allen with the score tied at 61 and 3:29 left to go. We'll pause here and be back in just a moment. .329 left. Madison O'Day is at the line. She just hit the first of 2. That tied the score. Trinity now 13 out of 17 if I'm counting everything correctly. Great job at the line. Here comes free throw number 2 to put Trinity Baptist ahead by 1. 11 points overall for Madison O'Day. Oh, check that. I'll recount that. I put those free throws on the wrong player. Martin goes inside, and she will shoot 2. It could be O'Day or Michelle Jones. It is going to be Michelle Jones. That is her second. Both teams have committed 5 fouls, and Kaylee Martin has 2 free throws. She went 1 for 2 earlier in this fourth quarter. First of 2 is good, and that ties the score at 62. 11 points for Madison O'Day on the recount. This could put Toccoa ahead, and it does. That's 9 for Kaylee Martin. 1 point lead, 63-62. O'Day for the lead, no good. Gets her own rebound. Into the corner, jump shot, 2-point shot, no good. Ebony Smith with the putback. Ebony Smith is Trinity's player of the game with 17 and another 1-point lead. That will go. It's good and a foul. I believe that was Michelle Jones with the call. That is her third. The basket from Harris is good. And a three-point play misses, but rebounded by Martin. 1 point Toccoa lead. 7 points now for Whitney Harris. She has the ball. There's a three-point shot off the back of the rim. Rebound Melanie Newton, but she loses control of the ball. It was knocked out of her hands by Ariel Jackson, so Trinity again with an opportunity to reclaim the lead. 2:38 left to go in regulation. Jones finds O'Day, works it around to Smith. O'Day inside, one-on-one, layup no good. Moesha Jones with the rebound. Michelle Jones goes inside, no, and rebounded by Jackson. Long pass up the court, through the hands of Grace Crowell. A break for Trinity and another chance to reclaim the lead. The gentlemen want to see the end of this game, but Coach Jones is going to call them to the locker room in preparation. Great to see the gentlemen out here cheering on their friends on the court. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Toccoa 65, Trinity 64. Newton for three, no good. Moesha Jones rebound. Basket does not go, but she'll go to the line. Ariel Jackson with her second. Again, both teams already in the bonus. Moesha Jones shooting two. She is 1 for 2. Free throw is good. That is 10 now for Jones. 2 for 3 from the line. Substitution, Delana Smith out. Anna Montgomery back in. Number 2 off the rim. We are tied at 65. Jackson pulls down the rebound. Toccoa, another chance to get back out in front. Harris thought about the three. Worked it inside to Crowell. Martin nearly lost control. She regains possession. Crowell turn around and off the glass. A beautiful shot from Grace Crowell. 11 points and a 2-point lead for Toccoa. 1:30 left to go. Michelle Jones back near midcourt. Goes inside the arc. That's for 2. It is too strong and rebounded by Jackson. Toccoa now has a chance to extend a 2-point lead. 1:12 left to go. Montgomery guarded by Jones. In the corner to Crowell. Worked inside through the hands, but Jackson is there. Layup, no good. Jump ball possession. Trinity has possession with 60 seconds left and a chance to tie or possibly take the lead. Tamara Brown at the table waiting to be called in. Here she comes. Moesha Jones will head off. 1 minute left, barring overtime. Trinity 65, but Toccoa has 67. Clock is running. Michelle Jones works it up court slowly to set up a good opportunity to score. Toccoa needs a stop. Jones goes inside the paint, off the glass, and good. We are tied once again. 10 points for Michelle Jones. 43 seconds left. Montgomery with the ball and a timeout from Coach Kevin Hall. With the score, 67-67. If I have it correct, Toccoa Falls has 1 timeout remaining and Trinity has 3. All of those would be full timeouts. Again, if I have that correct, we'll pause here and be back in just a moment for the conclusion. 40.1 seconds left. The shot clock is at 24. Toccoa Falls has the ball. The score is tied at 67. Both teams are in the bonus. So you're up to date. Hello, Karen Hills, watching us on the live feed. TBC Eagles on YouTube. Martin inbounds. Brown on the defense of Harris. Harris gets around, feeds Jackson inside the paint. The basket is good. Toccoa leads by 2. And a timeout for Coach Judy Allen. That is 10 points for Ariel Jackson. 32.4 seconds left. Toccoa 69, Trinity 67. Stay with us. Both men's teams have come out of the locker room to catch the conclusion of this very exciting game between the Lady Eagles and the Lady Screaming Eagles. 69-67. Trinity trails by 2. Chance to tie or maybe take the lead. They do have to get off the shot. Toccoa will have another offensive possession. That one goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Trinity. Last touched by Kaylee Martin. 23.2 on the game clock, 19 on the shot clock. Pass to Newton. She goes inside, pull-up jumper, no good, gets her own rebound. The shot clock is now off, and it looks like a foul on Kaylee Martin. That is her second. Melanie Newton with 2 huge free throws coming. She has not had a free throw attempt today. 56% from the line this season. Number 1, little bit too short. Madison O'Day will back up near midcourt. Michelle Jones is in the backcourt on defense. 17.6 seconds left. Number 2 is good. It's a 1-point game. Trinity must get a stop, a steal. Newton inside to Smith. Foul not called. Second chance, no. And a foul. 2 free throws coming for Trinity. We'll see who gets the call. It is Ariel Jackson with her third. Heading to the line, Tamara Brown. She is 6 for 6. She must hit at least one of them to tie it up. 2 would put Trinity ahead. Free throw is a little bit too strong. Still a chance to tie it. 8.6 seconds left. O'Day and Jones go back on defense. Whitney Harris at midcourt for Toccoa. Number 2, good, and we're tied. And it looks like we are going to have a timeout. Not sure what the whistle was for. It was not a timeout. Toccoa inbounding, 8.6 seconds. Tied at 69. Long pass up the court. Brown with the steal. 1 second left, and we're going to overtime. So at the end of regulation, this one is not over. We're tied at 69. We will be back in 1 minute. Well, we are about to start an extra 5-minute period. We are tied at 69. There will be a jump ball. Trinity will go from the left to the right. Toccoa from the right to the left. Tamara Brown will jump against Kaylee Martin. Jessica Jackson has fouled out for Toccoa. She scored 28 points. I'm still calling her player of the game. I got it backwards. They shifted sides. Trinity's going from the right to the left. Madison O'Day to give Trinity the lead. And it looks like an offensive foul will be called on O'Day. That is her 4th. Now my score sheet is full. I'm going to have to make marks where I'm able to. Montgomery takes the pass, guarded by O'Day. She's playing with 4. Does no good sitting out. So she's still on the court. 3-point shot off the rim. O'Day with the rebound. Moesha Jones back at the scorer's table. Trinity another chance to take the lead. Newton thought about the 3. Instead, she goes inside the arc. Now running the baseline, and a blocking foul called against Toccoa. That is Whitney Harris with her 2nd. Now, apparently, they have reset the team fouls. Now the officials are going to talk. And let's see what the call is. Both teams were in the bonus, and that should be the case in overtime. And officials are going to talk. Now we have one official talking at the scorer's table with Coach Kevin Hall. It is correct now. Both teams are in the bonus. So this is Melanie Newton shooting 2. She is 1 for 2 and a great opportunity to put her team back into the lead. First of 2 from Newton, a little bit too strong. Madison O'Day has 4 fouls. Michelle Jones has 3. Letitia Suggs has 4. Ariel Jackson has 3 for Toccoa. Number 2 from Newton is a little too short and rebounded by Toccoa's Anna Montgomery. She's moving quickly up the court. Gives it up to Crowell for the lead. It's good. Grace Crowell now with 13. And a 71-69 lead for Toccoa. 4 minutes, 2 seconds left in overtime. Jones backs it up behind the arc. 15 to shoot. Pass to Brown. It is up and good, and we're tied once again. That is now 11 for Brown. And a whistle at midcourt. That's going to be a couple of free throws for Toccoa, and heading to the line is Whitney Harris. She is 2 for 3. At the line for 2 and a chance at the lead. Number 1 is good, and Toccoa leads 72-71. 8 points now for Harris. Most importantly, a 1-point lead for Toccoa. Number 2 is good, and that makes it 9 for Harris, and a 2-point lead. Toccoa falls 73-71. Michelle Jones up court, 3:34 and counting. Inside the paint, off the glass, and good. Even dozen now for Jones. Loose ball, and a jump ball will go to Toccoa Falls. Trinity won the tip-off to start the overtime period, so Toccoa has the arrow. Trinity looking for a stop. They will get the next alternating possession. Crowell finds Montgomery. The layup does not go. Rebound Newton. Newton slows it down, allows her teammates to get up court. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. Jones looking for Brown in the corner. Brown inside, And looks like another offensive foul will be called against Tamara Brown. That is her second. No free throws awarded on the offensive foul. Men's game is going to start late. Again, we'll stop this feed and start a new one. Jackson takes the pass, goes in the paint. Short jumper, no good. Rebound, Jones. We can easily say that Trinity is playing one of its best games of the season. And we have a timeout for Coach Judy Allen. With the score tied at 73 and 2:40 left, we are in overtime. Back in 1 minute on TBC Eagles. Back underway, 2:35 left. Trinity with a chance to take the lead. That shot does not go. Martin kept her foot in bounds. Now Toccoa with a chance to take the lead. Crowell's layup is good. 15 now for Grace Crowell. Her second basket of overtime, and Toccoa leads 75-73. 2:12 left on the clock. Michelle Jones to the right side of the lane. Almost lost the ball. Ebony Smith is able to pull it back down. Shot clock at 12. Brown outside the lane draws the foul. She will shoot two. Foul call on Ariel Jackson. That is her fourth. Two big free throws coming for Brown. She has hit 7 out of 8. She needs both to tie the score. First one, yes. Madison O'Day back onto the court. Melanie Newton will head off. Now that's Ebony Smith going up to the line, and O'Day back near midcourt. Michelle Jones back on the defensive side. This free throw could tie the score. It is good. Tamara Brown getting it done at the line, and we're tied up again. The steal from Smith. The layup, no good. Second chance, yes! Moesha Jones puts Trinity ahead. 1:43 left on the clock. Jackson takes the pass. Offensive foul. It is Trinity's ball. That is number 5, I believe, on Ariel Jackson. And Ariel Jackson might be done for the afternoon. They're double checking with the official scorer. And yes, that is number 5. Ariel Jackson had a terrific game. She leaves with 10 points. Had 4 in the fourth quarter to help put up that tie score that brought us into the extra period. Trinity Baptist 77, Toccoa Falls 75. 1:27 and counting, 19 on the shot clock. Pass to Smith, off the glass, no good. She gets the rebound off the floor, but Martin steals the pass, and a double dribble called on Martin. Trinity's ball. Those of you checking in to watch the men's game, stay with us. We have a very exciting women's game still underway. 1:19 left in overtime. We'll stop this feed and start up a new one when the men are ready to begin. Michelle Jones, jump shot, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Grace Crowell. 1:03 left. Toccoa with a chance to tie or take the lead. Montgomery from outside the paint, no good. Batted around and a whistle while the ball was up in the air. Both teams are in the bonus, and a foul on Ebony Smith. That's her third, and it will send Delana Smith to the line. She has not had a free throw yet today. As a team, Toccoa 7 for 9. Both teams shooting very well from the stripe. Number one is a little bit to the left side of the rim. Smith with another opportunity. She could pull her team to within one. It is up. No good. Rebound, Ebony Smith. She gets it across the line. We're under a minute. 47 seconds left. Trinity leads by 2. O'Day will take her time. 18 on the shot clock. Going to be tough for the gentlemen to top this one. 35 seconds left. 10 on the shot clock. Pull up, jumper, yes! Brown with 14, a 4-point Trinity Baptist lead. 4-3, Harris off to the left. Rebound by Jones, and the foul on Grace Crowell. Right now it is a 2-possession game, a 4-point lead for Trinity Baptist. Michelle Jones at the line for 2. She has 12. Big free throws. If she hits even just one of them, then Toccoa will have to have at least one 3-point play. That is barring free throws. And the first of 2. Yes, it's good. Jones now with 13. These are her first free throws of the afternoon. Number 2 is good. I might have lost count, but both teams are doing great from the line. And we have a timeout. Maybe I'll have a chance during this break to total up those free throws. There you see, 19.8 seconds left. Stay with it. Well, assuming I am counting correctly, there have been a bunch of free throws in the second half and in overtime. I lost count a little while ago, but I just redid it. If this is correct, 26 out of 35 for Trinity Baptist. 7 for 9, 7 for 11 for Toccoa. Again, it's tough to keep track of everything. Pretty close, if not right on it. 4-point lead, 15 seconds left. Harris for 3, off the rim. On the floor, Harris gets it right back. Another 3, it is good, and a timeout. So Whitney Harris hits the 3-pointer. She has 12. It is a 3-point game. Trinity Baptist 81, Toccoa Falls 78. If Toccoa can get the ball away, they will have a chance to tie the game. We'll be back in a moment. 6.1 seconds left. We are in overtime. Trinity Baptist 81, Toccoa Falls 78. Trinity has possession. Trinity also has the possession arrow. The TBC Eagles will inbound in the front court. Toccoa needs a quick stop for a chance to tie up the game. Ball batted away. Jones keeps the ball in the front court, and a reaching in foul from Whitney Harris. That is her third, and it will send Michelle Jones to the line. And Michelle just hit two very crucial free throws just a moment ago. Hitting one of them will be huge. It'll make it a two-possession game, and the first one is good. Michelle Jones, 47% from the line, but she is now 3 for 3 today. That total was before we started play today. It is now a two-possession game, 2.1 seconds left, and she hits both. 28 for 37, if I'm counting correctly. That last shot does not go, and that is the end of the ball game. Final score, Trinity Baptist College 83, Toccoa Falls College 78. Gentlemen, I challenge you to give us a more exciting game than what we just saw right here. Trinity Baptist College scored, if I'm counting correctly, 14 points in the overtime period. Toccoa Falls 11. Player of the game, Jessica Jackson with 28 points. Ariel Jackson had 10. Kaylee Martin, 9. Grace Crowell, 3, 7, 15 for Crowell, 12 for Whitney Harris, 2 for Letitia Stuggs. Assuming that I did not make any mistakes. For the TBC Eagles, Ebony Smith, 17. Madison O'Day, 11. Moesha Jones, 12. Tamara Brown, 14. Michelle Jones, 13. Melanie Newton, 12. Great spread of the scoring for the Eagles. The men's game will start in approximately 20 minutes, somewhere between 4:25 and 4:30, give or take. We're going to stop the feed here. I'm going to try to catch my breath if I can. In case you're unable to join us for the men's game, I'm Ray Bureau. Good night, and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.